Hi all. Thank you for joining with us today. So myself, Hishana, I'm representing Edu International. I'm the PRO. So on the second day of INICIO Irish Education Expo, for the third session, we have with us Dublin Business School, which is Ireland's largest independent third level institution. And representing DBS, we have with us Marreddy Kohli. So I'd like to welcome you, sir. I hope you are available to hear me.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so I'd
I'm on.
like to, yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think we can go ahead, or like if you have any presentation or anything, you can start with that.
Yeah. So ideally, I'll have a presentation for 15-20 minutes or so. Okay. Then probably whatever the questions the participants has can be addressed. Okay. Yeah. So to start with, let me just share my screen. Yeah. Can you see my screen, Shana?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, guys, and thanks, Adoc, for asking me to participate in this event. I am Marreddy Kohli from Dublin Business School. I look after student and agent recruitment for Dublin Business School in this part of the world. So as I said, I'll have a presentation which is for around 15-20 minutes, which would be divided into three sections. Probably, briefly, I'll talk about why a student has to choose Dublin and then Ireland, then what DBS has to offer and what programs we have and cost of the programs and the facilities which we have. So this will be there for 15-20 minutes, and then we can have your questions taken. So to start with, the DBS is largest autonomous institution in Ireland. We have programs across categories, business English, undergrad, postgrad, and then in postgrad we have IT, psychology, audio production, film and law. So various categories of programs are offered at DBS, primarily aimed at students to upgrade their skills and then prosper in their career. We are part of Kaplan INC. Kaplan INC is one of the largest education service provider currently in the world, which caters approximately 1 million students per year. Why a student has to choose Dublin Business School? There are various factors I'll discuss in brief. We have around 9,500 plus students, 100 plus accredited programs. We've been there for good 50 years now, and we have around 80 plus countries representing, in DBS. We have students from 80 plus countries studying in DBS. We also have 100 plus university partnerships worldwide as well. Some of the points would be a career-focused education, which I would definitely touch because all our programs and modules are designed in such a way that a student, whoever completes a program with us, we want the student to find a job because all of you, I would like all of you, I would believe that the primary aim of studying post-graduation or masters and studying it abroad is to find a job which offers you very good uh, uh, career path. So that is the reason our education, our modules, our content is focused on career. The quality of teaching, as I said, we have been there for 50 plus years. All our faculty is very much experienced. And the faculty is very well diversified as well with varied backgrounds. So this helps students to complete the program in a much better way. Also, we have visiting faculties, guest faculties from the industry, teaching the programs because that gives a little kick in terms of what exactly is happening in the outside world. Most of the times you would study modules which are theoretical textbook, but at the end of the day, what is required is job oriented. What happens in the real time, real world. So that's the reason we have guest faculties coming in and teaching few of the modules in the campus. Student-centered emphasis on teaching. Yes, one of the again other primary objective of DBS is to ensure that student is uh, involved in learning process, because if student is not involved in the learning process, obviously, whatever the faculty puts in, it is of no use. So that's the reason our curriculum is again designed on student-centered, teaching. As I said, we have wide range of courses, which obviously I'll discuss at a later stage. Friendly, accessible staff and students connected with industry. Again, one of the important point, because as I said, our education modules is focused on career. We also want our students to find job as soon as possible, as soon as they finish their program. That is the reason we are very much connected with industry. We have a career services team where they always interact with industry in terms of what scope they have in terms of recruitment process, etc. So yeah, that is again one of the very important key point. Value for money with affordable fees. Yes, the fee is very affordable if you compare it to with any other institution or university across Ireland. I'll discuss fee part again at a later stage, so you'll have a clear understanding about what courses has which fees. DBS is in city center. Again, this is one of the very important factor for you in terms of finding a part-time job, finding a very good accommodation, finding a full-time employment. All this has a benefit when the campus itself is in city center location. We are at St. Stephen's Green, which is a very prime center for Dublin city. Many accommodation, as I said, since we are in city center, we have many accommodation options. We also have student residencies, which again I'll talk at a later stage. Most of our production programs are accredited by professional bodies. Like, we all our programs are QQI award, QQI accredited programs, and in wherever the accreditation is required, like for example, law programs are accredited by Law Society. Then our psychology programs are accredited by Psychological Society of Ireland. So wherever the accreditation is possible, we generally ensure that it is taken care. DBS has continuously been winning a lot of awards. We are also a QS 4-star rated institution in the first year of participation itself. As I said, we have, across the world, we have been recruiting students to study at DBS. These are the primary areas where we recruit, and we have partnerships with, our agent community worldwide. Coming on to why Dublin, one has to choose, because you may be aware of these things because the expo is going on for almost 1 minute of day now. So you must be aware about why Ireland and why Dublin. But anyways, I'll just briefly touch on these points. It is safe, peaceful, and green country, friendly people. Simplified visa process. I would see it is a simplified visa process in terms of if you have a proper documentation, substantial explanation, then obviously visa is a simplified visa process. Graduate work opportunities is one of the point which I would like to speak more on, because see, again, as I discussed at the beginning of the presentation, that why a student want to come to Dublin and then study and then do the things, because student has to feel that there are a lot of opportunities there in Ireland. So to answer that question, good Ireland, Dublin itself has around 1400 plus MNCs operating out of Dublin. So there are plenty of opportunities. Ireland is a very small country with approximately around 5 million population, but the infrastructure is like huge. So there is a gap between infrastructure and the available human resources in the country. That is the reason. If you do well, if you study and complete this program, then you will be able to find a job. You will be able to find an opportunity to work in Ireland. Again, Ireland is an English-speaking country where there is no requirement of learning a third language, whereas many European countries will require you to learn a new language, third language. So one more point probably here would like to touch upon is part-time work opportunities. While studying, while you are on a study visa, you can study up to 20 hours per week. You can work up to 20 hours per week. and during holiday period, you can work up to 40 hours per week. The minimum wage is currently around 12 to 13 euros. So that will actually, take care of, good 70-80% of your living expenses. So that will be additional support for your living in Ireland. So and finding a part-time work opportunity is also relatively easy when you compare it with any other, study abroad destination. So these are, few points which probably, help you in choosing why, when choosing a study, abroad destination. Like, you have plenty of countries, plenty of cities offering, plenty of universities offering, whatever the course you're looking at, but why a particular student has to choose Ireland and Dublin. These are the few points. Coming on to the final stage of my presentation, so we have programs at undergrad level and postgrad level offering in currently for international students. For UG related programs, we have two set of programs. One is BA Honors and the other one is BSc Honors. So the BA Honors programs are like HR, business, marketing, psychology, social science, event management, etc. All these programs would be under BA Honors programs. These would be for 3-year duration, whereas BSc Honors programs would be in the area of computing. Those are the programs for 4-year duration, and the computing has specialization in software development, data analytics, and big data as well. Coming on to the postgraduate programs, one of the very popular recruitment area with the DBS, we have MBA with around 7 streams. Apart from the general streams like general, marketing, HR, finance, we have typically a different category of streams. If you look at closely the presentation, you will see MBA in project management, information systems, and cloud computing. Most of the times, you will not find these specializations offered anywhere with MBA, because we understand, as I said, no, at the beginning, like, our modules are dynamic, very dynamic. So we understand that there is a good requirement of professionals in this area, project management, information systems, or cloud computing, and many engineers especially look at upgrading their skills in the area of management or business. But they also don't want to lose in touch with their probably whatever they have studied in undergrad, or so all these to cater to these set of students, we have these programs like project management, information systems, and cloud computing. Apart from that, in the management stream, we have in management practice, human resource management, and supply chain. In the finance space, we have MSc in financial technology, financial analytics, international accounting, and finance. In the marketing space, we have in digital marketing analytics, MSc marketing. In the computer science space, a very important area of recruitment again. Information systems with computing, we have in data analytics, we have business analytics, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. All these programs are MSc programs. The duration of all these programs would be for 1 year. The program would be structured into 3 terms. Term 1 and term 2 are typically a taught component where you would study the modules, and then there may be a term and exams to finish. Whereas the last 4 months would be typically dedicated for a work placement or a internship or a dissertation or a applied project, depending on the program you chose. So apart from the earlier mentioned programs, we have applied psychology, addiction studies for social science kind of students, film and creative media, contemporary criminology, and we have a very new program which is trading and investing, which is related to stock markets or portfolio management kind of students. The coming into the fees at DBS, as I said, our fees is like very competitive. So the programs we have, if you're looking at undergrad programs, the cost of the program for each year would be around 10,365 euros. If you're looking at postgrad programs, we have 2 buckets there. One with 14,500 euros, the other would be with 15,575 euros. In both the spaces, we will have 1,000 euros of scholarship. For undergrad programs. For IT-related undergrad programs, we have 2,350 euros of first-year scholarship. For other programs, it would be 500 euros of scholarship. The other very interesting and good thing about DBS is, we have three intakes, January, April, and September. So whenever you have issue in joining a particular intake due to whatever the reason, you will definitely have the option in next 3-4 months to defer and then join. Apart from that, we also have accommodation options. As I said, we have student residencies starting at 13,600 euros for 1 year, which covers your utilities and the Wi-Fi connection, etc. We also have other options. You also can go and search here. We also have an accommodation guide hosted on our website. You can go there and refer to that. Whatever the queries you have, you will be able to answer yourself there. Other important point probably which is of interest to you guys would be career services, because we have a very good career services team with us, and as I said earlier as well, we have a very good connect with industry as well. As you are aware, probably level 9 program, all our master's programs would be of level 9. Level 9 programs will give you 2 years of stay back option in Ireland, whereas level 8 programs, all our BA honors, BSc honors programs, or level 8 programs will give you a 1 year of stay back option in Ireland. Your primary responsibility in those 2 years or 1 year would be to find suitable employment. So we conduct 2 job fairs every year, and good 55 plus companies recruit students of DBS. Overall, we have a graduate employment rate of 94%. 94% of our students generally find employment within 3 to 6 months of course completion. As I said, you'll have 2 years of stay back option to find employment, and most of the students generally find within 6 months of course completion. That means there are a good number of opportunities in Ireland, and which should take care of your career path. These are few companies where our students currently work. Apart from career services, we also have student services team, which will take care of you, from A to Z, right from, your, on the first day of the college to, right, till the end when you leave the college. So any support at DBS, we are there, to help you guys to get through the process. We at DBS, it is not only about study again, though it is only a 1 year program. We also focus on a lot of other activities. Clubs and societies is one of the very important area for us. We have around good 60 plus clubs and societies at the campus, and whatever is your area of interest, you can definitely go ahead and obviously look for available options, and then register there and participate in that in those events there. In terms of sports, we have been across the board, like whatever you take, soccer, basketball, cricket, we are always there. We always participate, and most of the times we end up either runners or winners in these areas. So that brings to end of my presentation, Ishana. So whatever the questions you guys have, you can put down, and Ishana, probably you can read out like whatever the way you want to do, we can do that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for explaining and presenting in a very well way. So yeah, if any of the participants have any queries, you can either you can unmute and ask, or you can drop your questions in the chat box. So first of all, I've got a question from Arjun. I request for agent change. Is that possible? And I haven't received the offer also.
See, if the offer is not received, yes, we can consider agency change. But generally, once an offer is issued, we do not entertain change of agency.
I hope that clears the question. And another one is, I would like to know about the dissertation modules under MBA by Karthik.
Yeah, so dissertation module, we will have a number of dissertation modules. It depends on what area you are interested in. Like, for example, if you're taking a project management stream, then you'll have module dissertation topics related to project management. So it all depends on how you work with your course director, and at the end of term 2, probably you need to choose that. So I'll not be able to give you a clear idea about what topics you have exactly at this point of time, but once you enroll, you will know that.
And another question is from Kiran. What are the criteria for getting scholarship for PG programs?
Yeah, so our scholarships are very simple. It is not, to be frank, it is not a merit-based scholarship. Okay, it is kind of early bird scholarship. So once we issue an offer, you will be given certain time frame to accept the offer. So the acceptance of the offer should be done within 30 days of offer issuance. So within 30 days, the acceptance should be done by way of paying at least 500 euros of minimum deposit. So once you pay 500 euros of minimum deposit within 30 days of time frame, then your 1,000 euros of scholarship is confirmed, and this 500 euros is adjusted in your net course fees.
Hari Prasad have raised his hand. If you have any questions, you can unmute and ask.
Before that, I think someone also has messaged me. Gautam, I think have completed EC. Yeah, so I think I did not, Gautam, to answer your question, I did not, cover the requirements at DBS. See, we would require minimum 55% in your undergraduation with less than 3 backlogs if you have done a undergrad bachelor's, and less than 5 backlogs if you have done a 4-year undergrad bachelor's. And we should not have any gaps in your education or employment. But if you have done distance education course, it is very difficult for you to get into DBS unless you have very good experience. So you can apply and see whether your application is will get through or not.
Okay. Yeah, another one has also asked about distance, but I think that clears from this answer itself. So there is another question from Mahalakshmi. MSc in Health Psychology accredited by the Psychological Society of Ireland, PSI, or any other professional body?
So it is not accredited. So that is the reason we have discontinued that program. So we no longer offer MSc Health Psychology.
Okay. So from now onwards, that program is
Yeah,
not.
starting from September 25, we do not have that program running. So you will only have MSc in Applied Psychology.
Okay, fine. Okay, so another question is, I have received offer letter for MBA on project management and class starts on April 2025. I'm going to place for visa on 21st February. Whether is it sufficient to complete the visa
Should be
process
fine.
and join?
Should be fine.
Yeah, usually visa process takes like, if there is no any delays in your documents or anything, it usually takes 25 working days. And if there is
No,
anything they
currently the
need.
visa office has
Mhm.
revised their
Mm.
turnaround times for visa.
Mm.
It is 40 working days now.
Yeah, I think
For
they have
study
staff
visa,
shortage also.
and any appeals would take 3 calendar months. So it is better you apply as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, if your visa is not decisioned by court start date, we might consider some extension. But again, see the I would, so if any of the students who have already applied and at that stage, it is better you guys apply for visa as early as first week of March should be your deadline, because
Yes.
at least you have to give the visa office minimum of 50 days or so to take a decision, so that everything is planned, and March first week is the last deadline, probably, I would say. Yeah.
Yes. And is empathy health psychology course available for September 25? If not, for a BSc psychology student, applied psychology or MA addiction studies is better for both visa approval and career options.
Yeah, so if the student has done BSc psychology, I would recommend applied psychology program. It is one of the very good program, and we have been running that program for too many years now, and has got good opportunities in Ireland.
And another question from Shanti Thomas. I'm planning to do MSc Finance, and as of now, I'm pursuing ACCA, and I've completed 8 papers. Can I go for part-time job as an accounts or audit trainee to get an experience?
See, I'm not sure because see, at this point of time, you have not mentioned if you are doing some bachelor's program. If you're only doing ACCA, you have to finish all the ACCA papers to get into MSc International Accounting and Finance program if you do not have a bachelor's degree. But if you have a bachelor's degree, yes, you can get into International Accounting and Finance and you can work part-time. And you can work part-time in, as you said, like, accounting and audit firms. That should not be a problem. The only thing condition is that you cannot work more than 20 hours per week.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, Rishabh.
Please do it.
Yeah.
How are you?
Hello? Yeah,
Hello.
you can go ahead and ask any question if you have.
Yes. I am working in Dubai around 4 years, and I completed my degree like 5 years before. So if I apply like a MPA or something else, I got any kind of rejection or anything?
See, as long as you have a genuine work experience and if your statement of purpose is written very well, then there should not be any issue.
If possible, may I know the documentation, what kind of things, if you have time, could you brief me just short a summary or anything?
The documentation part, I think probably, you can get in touch with one of the ad hoc counselors. Probably they'll advise you better.
Yeah, it will be better
Like,
if we can get in touch one-on-one.
why I am asking if as a fresher or as
Mm.
an experienced person, both are same documentation, or we have any kind of extra things or anything?
Extra things
Only
would be
the
your,
extra
work
things will
related,
be, yeah,
your
experience.
work related documents like, your offer letter, pay slips,
No,
bank statement.
have any extra benefits for the part for the experience thing, or just I get the same like a fresher person?
Now, you're talking about in terms of what? In terms of job after completing the
No,
course or visa process?
yes, visa process is for
Visa
easily or
process,
just
visa process, absolutely there is no difference. The
okay.
criteria remain same for all the students who apply to, study visa.
Yeah, huh?
In terms of if you're applying as an experienced guy, if then your documents needs to be some any gap, anything, any documents you have to submit, and those documents are subject to scrutiny.
Okay. How about the loan part also? Is that
Yeah, if you need any loan assistance, Ad hoc is providing that also. You can get in touch with our counselors, or if you have already been in touch with us, you can contact them and we can have a one-on-one discussion about your profile.
cool? How about the scholarship? I see there are around above 60% they provide the loans and facilities, everything.
Scholarship and loan? I didn't get your question.
Scholarship.
Yeah, as he said that
1,000
there is
euros
a
would be the maximum scholarship which you get.
from DBS, and there are another scholarships from Ireland government also. I think recently there is a scholarship for which the deadline is March, and for that to apply you will have to get an offer letter from any of the universities or colleges. Then with that
Okay.
you can apply for that scholarship also.
So after we get the offer letter, that time we can apply, or on time?
Yeah, for the government, like for the scholarship provided by Ireland government, you have to get the offer letter from the college or university.
Okay.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
have another question from Mahalakshmi. Can I use a MSc in applied psychology to apply for a doctorate in clinical counseling or educational psychology?
See, you can obviously apply for a doctorate, but specific areas I am not sure. It all depends on what you have studied in undergrad, what was your thesis, all those play an impact while choosing a doctorate modules. So yes, definitely you can do doctorate after finishing this program, but modules I'm not sure. It depends on your profile. Yeah.
Okay. And then, can a Bachelor of Vocation graduate study Masters in Ireland?
Yes.
Yeah, you can apply for the Masters. Even
Yeah.
if you have completed BVoc also, you can apply for Masters.
As long as it is recognized by AICTE or UGC, it is absolutely.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, Rashad, you can ask the question.
Is it possible to get admission for a distance degree bachelor?
Pardon, come again, please.
Is it possible to get an admission for a distance degree holder?
No, distance degree holder, it is little difficult if you have a, because I cannot straight away comment. We generally these days are not offering admission to distance education, but if your profile is good in terms of work experience, etc., then yes, probably sometimes we can consider.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I studied BVOC in data science. Can I choose business analytics? Will I face any problems or such?
Come again, please. Again, what did you study?
Data science,
I
think.
studied BVOC in data science, Bachelor of Vocational Data Science,
Okay.
at Calicut University. Can I choose business analytics? Will I
Yes,
face?
yes. Yeah, you can choose.
Okay. So the basic IELTS score needed for business analytics?
6 overall with no section less than 5.5.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, again, apart from your academic requirements, we would require English language test score. So English language test score is either IELTS academic, PTE, TOEFL, or currently we are also accepting Duolingo. In IELTS, we would require 6 overall with no section less than 5.5. In PTE, we would require minimum of 52 with no section less than 49. In Duolingo, we would require a minimum of 105 with no section less than 90. In TOEFL, we would require a minimum of 80 with no section less than 16.
Okay, I hope that clears your question. And we have another question from Kiran. In case if we didn't receive visa on time, can we defer or can we join late?
Yes, that once you have those deadlines in place, we will advise you through email, like what is the process. Yes, obviously there will be an option for defer, and if the program is available in next intake, yes, you can.
Sir,
Okay.
among these language tests, which is better for faster visa processing and acceptance?
IELTS academic.
Okay. Another question is, I have got year gaps after graduation. Can I get admission?
Yeah, year gaps, it is very difficult. Okay, so any gaps in education or employment is very difficult. See, if it is less than 1 year or so with sufficient explanation, should be fine. But if it is beyond 1 year and without working or without doing anything, it is difficult. Because that is also a point of consideration for a visa application as well.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have done any work experience or anything, you can submit that. Would be fine, right? Then MBA information system is not available for April intake. It is showing available in website, but after applying, college said it's not available.
Yeah, it is not available. I think there must be some technical error on our web. It is only available in September.
Okay. What are the placement support provided after completing MSc addiction studies and class timings?
Yes, so career services, as I said earlier, like we have a very good career services team and we conduct 2 job fairs every year. It is also applicable for your addiction studies program as well. The other question, what was the last thing? Yeah, timings,
Class
right?
timings, yeah.
Class timing. See, generally for all the programs, you are approximately required to put around 20 formal hours per week, which would typically would be covered in 4 to 5 hours per day and around 4 to 5 days a week. It depends on course to course. Sometimes you may have only 3 days a week. Sometimes 4 to 5 days.
Okay. So another question is if there is any test like Duolingo or IELTS in DBS. I think is asking if you are conducting any English test.
We do not connect any English.
Yes. And another question is BBA degree and 4 years experience. Can I apply for MBA program?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, the minimum requirement should be at least 55%,
55%,
right?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Another question is what what are part-time hours? I think for a student, it's 20 hours per week. And if you are not a student, it's 40 hours per week. I think Joel Ben wants to ask any question. If you want, you can. Okay, fine. Okay, there is another question. MBA, for MBA, what are the class timings?
No, as I said, the class timing
Same.
is same. Yeah, it is.
Mhm. Okay, so another question is, I got conditional offer for April intake from some other agency. I wish to change agency to ad hoc for September 2025. Is that possible from Arjun?
I think this, Arjun, you can speak to me later because I think we have a lot of emails from you as well. We have already replied. It is not good to speak on a public forum.
Yeah, sure. That would be better. Okay, then from Abhishek, I studied BVOC in data science and can I choose business analytics? I think this question is already answered. Yeah. Okay, is MSc in applied psychology offered full-time or part-time?
Full-time. No part-time programs for international students.
Yeah,
So
part-time is only for Irish
students who are already staying in Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for the acceptance of seat, I have to pay 500 euro. Is it refundable?
No, it is a non-refundable deposit. So once you pay, it becomes, in fact, any fee paid to DBS will be non-refundable. It is only refundable in case of a visa refusal. So if your visa is refused, then we refund full amount, excluding 100 euros of administrative charges. Okay, I think I've got another question also regarding change of consultancies. I think that would be better if you can mail directly to DBS, right? How does Dublin Business School view gaps in a students? That's also already discussed. Can a bachelor's final year student apply for September 2025 intake with a bona fide letter from college with sem-wise mark list till 5th semester? Yes, you can do that. Again, to get an unconditional offer, you have to submit your provisional certificate, which probably whenever you get, you have to submit. Till then, you will be on your provisional offer only. But yes, you can apply.
So could you please clarify the job prospects for experienced individual after completing the course? I understand that we may not be eligible for the graduate program.
Nothing like that. It all depends on what kind of opportunities, a organization has to offer. It is not necessary that, all the organizations which offer are only offering to a fresh graduate. It will not be the case. But again, see, experienced professionals know most of the times the opportunities or the jobs will be found by networking and a lot of references, etc. And these things generally, what experienced guy do is, like, as soon as they get into Ireland, they get into a lot of LinkedIn, communities, etc., and then get interact with people in that area of work, and then eventually they'll find a job. So that is the reason probably you must have heard that this graduate, this thing it will not be for experience, but that's not true. It will be available for all the students, but most of the experienced students find through references.
So another question is, after my higher secondary education, I took 1 year break for entrance coaching. So is it a problem for getting admission for masters?
Yeah, so as I said, like, if you have taken a break to prepare for something, like, if you have prepared for IITs or some, entrance tests, or, if you have a valid proof, yes, you can submit that proof and you will get an offer.
Another question from Usma. What is the prospect post cloud computing in MBA?
See, it again, if you are looking at MBA cloud computing standalone, I'll not be able to comment. But if you have, for example, you have done a computer science engineering and now you're doing MBA cloud computing, then you have plenty of opportunities. But if you've done a BCom and then you're doing MBA cloud computing, then the opportunities might shrink a little bit. because see, cloud computing then becomes alien to you if you have done BCom. So it all depends on what kind of undergrad degree you have done, what experience you have in that space. But if you're looking at standalone, cloud computing has got good number of opportunities.
Okay, so I'm a graduate in BA Animation and VFX. Is it possible to get MSc Artificial Intelligence?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so it was from Joel. I think you have got your answer, but you can try other courses, right?
Yeah, so animation and VFX, digital marketing can be offered, digital marketing analytics.
Okay. I applied for January intake because of my visa delay and course seat fill. I defer my course to April intake and still waiting for the visa decision. If my visa is rejected, what are the other options?
See, options are like, I think we have sent an email communication which has the options, what are the options. So you need to wait till, 15th of February or so. If your decision is not made, you can defer. So it is forceful case. No? If you want to seek a refund, you can seek a refund, or if you want to apply fresh for again visa. I don't. So if you're looking at April intake, the appeal time is around 3 months. So generally, then I don't recommend appeal. So you have to see what options you have. Yeah.
Okay. I'm a student who completed BA Public Administration. Can I take MBA Finance? Is there any chance of rejection?
No, you can take that. We can offer you MBA Finance.
Okay. I got offer letter for MBA in April intake. Can I change my course to HRM?
Yes.
It's
MBA,
possible.
if we don't have MSc HRM in April, MBA HRM we have, you can change.
Okay. And I have bachelor's in mechanical engineering, also 5 years experience in tech. Am I entitled to apply for MBA technical program?
MBA technical program, sir.
Yeah, I don't think there is such any program.
So he must be referring to MBA project management or MBA information systems. Yes, you can do that.
What are the main differences between IELTS and Duolingo English test?
See, Duolingo is actually, whenever we introduced it, it is a COVID measure, like, during COVID period. Duolingo was offered online and, the flexibility was there. That's the reason we have. And all the police offices also has accepted. But, when you see the intensity or the test capability, Duolingo sounds a little, easy to clear, easy to get the scores. So IELTS actually, this is again in notion, and sometimes we have experienced it. IELTS or any other test has, more complexity and actually tests the students' English capabilities. So that is the reason IELTS is generally viewed good when you compare it with Duolingo.
I completed MBA with specialization of HR and finance. So can I choose MSc Finance?
Yes.
Can I defer 2 times?
Yeah, you can differ, but as see, we don't encourage it. But if you have a valid reason, like you don't have sufficient finances, loan is an issue, then yes, we can do.
I'm someone who have work experience in aviation industry. Do you have any courses related to aviation sector?
No, unfortunately, we do not have. We had earlier one aviation finance course, but that is discontinued now.
Yeah, you had a high diploma, right?
High diploma in aviation finance.
వైట్
Yes.
ఏదైనా మీల్స్ అవి కావాలంటే వాళ్ళకి ఫోన్ చేస్తే వాళ్ళు తెప్పిస్తారు ఎంత కాస్ట్ వేయలేదంట వాళ్ళు
He's not talking to us. Okay. This MSc psychology have 3 intakes.
No. MSc psychology, MSc applied psychology only available in September intake.
Okay.
Addiction studies is available in January and September.
Okay.
I have a question.
okay.
Abhi, I think, completed my graduation in BA English Language and Literature, having 7 years experience in banking industry. I would like to do MBA. Yes, you can do MBA.
So the bachelor's won't be a problem, right? Because
For MBA programs, generally a bachelor's, the stream of bachelor's is not looked into. Okay, since it is a general MBA is considered to be a generic program and it can be offered to any of the areas.
Okay. So one from Ashika, which course can we apply in Ireland with 58% marks in degree? So I think first of all, we need to know like which bachelor's you have completed. Only then we can suggest you which masters to take. So that's all the questions I've got. If anyone else have any questions, you can unmute and ask, or you can.
I would like to know about the scholarship programs for PG.
Here at DBS, we only have €1,000 of scholarship for all the PG programs.
Is there any other scholarships available
No, unfortunately.
from the government?
Yeah, from the government of Ireland, they offer like every year nearly €10,000 of scholarships. For that, you'll have to get an offer letter from any of the colleges first, and then you will have to apply for the scholarship.
Okay.
And the deadlines come in March.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, is there any other questions?
I have, I think, one. Abhishek, after my higher secondary education, I took 1 year break for entrance repeat. Yeah, that should be fine. You have to submit your proof of entrance examination, like, admit card or hall ticket, something like that.
Okay, if there is any more questions, you can go ahead because
Can I
we
choose
have
MSc in data analytics after BSc physics?
After BSc physics, is it? No, unfortunately, we cannot offer.
Yeah, you can discuss about your profile with the counselors. Like after physics, there are several options you can take. If you like, if you know your complete profile. Okay. What about the class timings weekly? How many classes we get?
Yeah,
I think that
4 to 5 hours per day, 4 to 5 days a week. That is typically. Otherwise, some programs will have 3 to 4 days also. Yeah.
Okay. Could you please clarify the job prospects for experienced individuals after completing the course?
No, so see, it all depends on which area you're looking in. So if you're looking at Ireland as an option, then you have plenty of opportunities in the area of analytics, pharma, finance, business. So if your experience area falls in one of those areas, it would be relatively easy to find a job. Again, as long as you are able to convince the recruiter that you have a valid relative experience, it is easy to find a job. In terms of opportunities, as I said, there are good number of opportunities across the spectrum. That is the reason you see a lot of people currently, looking at Ireland as one of the, study abroad option. Earlier, like 7, 8 years back, this may not be the case, but currently there are a lot of students who are showing interest in pursuing a master's in Ireland. That's primarily because the number of opportunities the Ireland has to offer.
Yes, so I hope that also clears your question. So we have only like nearly 10 more minutes to wind up the session. So if you guys have any other questions, please do ask. And I would like to let all the participants like who are new here know that we at Hope International have our office in Dublin 24. So if you need any help or assistance even after getting your visa. Gautam, are you asking any question? Okay. Okay, so as I was saying, we have our office in Dublin 24. So if any of the students need any assistance in like airport pickup, accommodation or part-time any assistance, we'll be there to help you. So you can feel free to contact us anytime. And we have 10 plus branches across the globe. So, okay, so there is another question. Is your gap acceptable with valid reason and proof to submit?
Yes, yeah. But again, see, all reasons and all proofs may not be considered, but yes, you can apply whatever we feel as whatever the admission committee feels is, good enough. And because that also has to be, taken care by the visa office as well. So, based on that, we'll take a decision.
Yeah. Okay. Another question is from Mohammed.
Yeah, hello.
Niyaz. Yes.
Yeah, can I have a question?
Yes, sure.
Is it better to choose a university or college in Dublin? I mean, in Ireland?
Yeah, so you want to answer or you want me to answer, Ishana?
I'd say it would be like which course you are choosing, right? Like it completely depends on
Yeah, I
which
have a
course you are
course
choosing.
I have a course. I've got a course which includes in
See,
university
Jel,
and as well as in
to answer your question straight now, in terms of the curriculum, in terms of the modules, in terms of the teaching methods, practices, absolutely there is no difference. If you are going for a college or university, it would be the same.
Okay.
See, but maybe a college may not have a huge campus as an university. Okay, that is the difference. Is it a difference point for you? Then you have to choose based on that. There are a lot of students, so again, at the same time, budget will be very high. So the course fee would be very high for universities, and for college, the course fee may be low. So there are multiple factors in choosing it. But in terms of the education, I don't see any difference.
Yeah, because there are students who have completed masters from colleges also who have like ended up getting very good jobs and have got PR as well. So even so we have so many experiences, so many students like after completing the masters, they get in touch with us. So the only difference, as you said, is based on which course you are choosing. So, Joel,
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which course is preferable after completing electronics and communication science in BSc?
It depends on, see, if you're looking at IT related courses, you can go for with the DBS, you can apply for it, IT related courses. But since it is a BSc, you may not get. With us, I think MBA programs you can look at, or else business analytics can be looked at.
Okay. Then does Ireland provide a spouse visa along with the student visa? No, Ireland doesn't have a spouse visa along with student visa, but after completing your masters, when you get a work visa, you can take your dependent alone. Do you provide campus accommodation? Yeah.
We do not have on-campus accommodation options. We do have off-campus options. Once you have once you have your offer, you will have our accommodation team's email ID on the offer letter. You can write to them and inquire.
Okay. Then total course fee for MBA HR.
It would be 14,500 euros.
Okay. And there will be 1,000
1,000
scholarship
euros of
also.
scholarship. So the effective course fee would be around 13,500 euros.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all for the questions. So if there is any more, if there are no more questions, I think. What are the job opportunities after studying addiction studies sectors?
So addiction studies, typically it is a program where, there are a lot of scope in terms of, rehabilitation centers, counseling sessions, therapies. So these are the profiles. You may find opportunities in, semi-government areas, some NGOs, etc., volunteering. At the same time, you also get into corporate sector as well, as a counseling specialist. So there are plenty of opportunities there as well. Yes.
Yes, so I guess that's it for the questions. And if you have any more questions or anything, you can contact us directly. You can connect with Edhoc. So, yeah, thank you so much, sir, for patiently answering all the questions.
No
And
problem. Thank you. It's pleasure
yeah,
participating in the event. Thanks.
sure. We are also glad that we could have a session with you.
Thank you.
Okay, what are the deadline to apply for scholarships from Ireland government? Okay, so the scholarship deadline is March, and before applying, you should have a offer letter from a college or university with you. So yeah, so I'd like to thank you, and for all the participants who have joined with us today. I hope we have cleared everything, and if you have any questions directly, you can contact us or you can check our website or get in touch with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. So for other participants, I would like to say that as we have direct tie-ups with all the universities in Ireland, our process will be very smooth. Like for your application process will be very smooth. And if you have any doubts or anything, you can directly connect with Edhoc. Thank you. Have a nice day.